Milwaukee won't slide on my cocky, but I have to pass. Cause I only get wood when my dick is up a good old southern ass. I like my pussy in boots. Girl knows how to honk the tongue. Comes along to a willie tune. Watch something on my cock and balls. I want a girl in a cowboy hat. Tongue knows where my butthole's at. Bush poking out her Daisy Dukes. I like my pussy in boots. Boots don't have no high heels on when you're sliding up and down my dome. And keep your fucking flip-flops and your Birkenstocks away from my hillbilly cock. I like my pussy in boots. A girl knows how to honk the tone. Comes along to a wheeler tune. Wash something on my cock and balls. I want a girl in a cowboy hat. Tongue knows where my butthole's at. Bush poking out her Daisy Dukes. I like my pussy in boots. Boots. Shit.
Now, Pete, you haven't been here for at least a month.
Yeah, you definitely haven't been here.
You haven't been here, and I played this song, and, you know, this is one of Pigs Radio's instant classics now, Puss in Boots. I don't know who the fuck sings it, but it's some white country honky-tonk guy. And it's titties everywhere. And, dude, you were like a 5-year-old in front of the television set with, like, fucking Sesame Street on, just drool coming out of your mouth. Did you enjoy that?
I did.
Yeah?
I did a lot.
Yeah?
I'm glad Mrs. Cuban Pete couldn't make it.
You know what? Mrs. Cuban Pete was here, and then she bounced out. She obviously trusts you and left you here by yourself for a little bit.
Right.
But she's going to come pick you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a good mom will.
Yeah, this is like after school program where she just dropped me off and someone else gets to babysit the problem.
Aww. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Are you really that much of a problem, Pete?
Apparently I am. I'm told, like, every 5 minutes, like, hey, you're embarrassing me. Stop.
Well, stop being a dick and embarrassing people.
Was this in Mexico?
That, too. It was there, too.
Oh, man, I can't wait to hear about that. But first...
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
You're listening to Pigs Radio, broadcasting live from a secret location in Compton, California. The talk show that makes psychiatrists see other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists.
Other Psychiatrist Pigs Radio episode 277. We're welcome back, Pete. You went to the great motherland of Mexico, to Mexico City. We tried getting to find out if there was any like cartels out there that needed kidneys. We tried giving them your exact pinpoint location, but obviously you're here and you have all your kidneys.
They
right?
were actually booted out. The cops were actually, I guess, with cartel ties, and they banned them out of the city, and they arrested a few of them. And
They banned
Really?
the cartels.
yeah, they had the federales actually.
So those are the cartels.
No. So they're actually doing their work now over in Mexico.
Now they are.
Allegedly.
And they were showing some, like, they all had like badass trucks, and they were like, yeah, they have to have it because it's kind of like that title that the narcs can have better cars than they do, or better trucks than they do.
So if the narcs have like a 22-inch rim, then the federales have like a 26-inch
Dude, they were
26-inch rims.
They were souped up, man. I was pretty impressed on a lot of the shit that
But
they had.
I don't get it. Like, what the fuck are the cops? Are the cops really rolling like on Dayton's, or are they fucking?
No. They're big on
like, shocks. I mean, like fucking.
They were big on Dodge. I think it was Dodge that they were big on the trucks.
Not the Chevy?
No, it wasn't.
So the way to win the drug war is by pimping out your ride.
Pimp out your ride.
The drug cartel.
Mexico XD fucking edition. Damn. Imagine they have a fucking pimp my fucking coche out there and shit.
Exhibit must be making all kinds of pesos out there right now, fucking pimping shit.
We
out
need
there.
to get a hold of...
You'd be surprised. They actually have that already.
Have what? Pimp my ride?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. What is it called?
I don't know. It was
Lies.
It was like a
carreta?
fabricating shop, and they got this old school truck, and they put it on top of an SUV, but they extended it. It looked badass. It looked badass.
All right. You know who does look badass, though, especially when she's all done in fucking drag and makeup? Our very own Cruella Delight. Cruella Delight, Are you out or you in this week? Because I don't even know. I can't. It's hard to keep up with you.
I'm so out that I'm in. I just
Fuck, I don't even know what that means.
It's just a full circle right here.
By the way,
It's a
if
full
you're
circle.
drag and if you can do drag math for us, call in at 909-475-7449. We want to know if you hook up with fucking our Corelli Delight here and show her the way.
Hooking up, no hooking up.
All the
Fuck
way,
that
baby,
bullshit.
all the way.
Fuck that shit. I'm not a cheap date.
Yeah, you are.
I just got back from Port Call. I dropped fucking $40 on myself and shit. On myself.
I know, dude. I text him like he looked all sad and looked like he was eating his shrimp by himself. Like, damn, dude. Like,
I was like, fuck it. I'm lonely, but this shrimp is bombing me. At least I don't have to share it.
now, what I tell you, we are going to share tonight. It was going to share some fucking knowledge, and I'm excited for this week's guest because we have Lucky Hellcat on Pigs Radio tonight. It took us about 3 months to get here, but finally the schedule opened up. I took over because obviously Corelli Delight drops a ball on everything.
Always.
Guys, thank you so much from Lucky Hellcat for coming down and taking the time and sitting down with the pigs. They were all scared. By the way, Corelli Delight, thank you for letting them know exactly what we do here on the show because they had no idea. Like, wait, this is our podcast? Like, yeah.
You guys don't remember the show at all? Like from Cyclone or anything?
Yeah, but that was like just at that moment, like, you're drunk as fucking Cyclone and the sun is fucking your brains up. So it's like, oh shit, I kind of remember, but
It's basically the same thing except for we're under like office lights tonight. It's like we're not out in the sun, but it's the same shit. It's basically the same shit.
By the way, we call that getting pigs wasted at the Cyclone.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Right? It's roasting like a pig.
That's the way we were, man.
All right, so who do we have here? Let's get your name. I guess talk about the brand for a minute, and then your best dinosaur impression.
Okay, my name is Leobarda Grijalva, but artist name is Lucky Hellcat. Had that for about 15 years. And I do art. I do acrylic paintings and ceramics, sometimes jewelry, and T-shirt designs. But mostly has been for me so far. But been doing this for almost like as a business, 15 years. But doing art about 20 or so. But right now it's like at its peak where it's getting really, really busy. And I'm getting more asked to do more like different styles of art that I never thought that I could do until finally I said, fuck it, dude. I'm going to challenge myself and I'm going to do whatever the hell I can so I can learn more and more techniques. And
so 15 years you've been doing art.
as a business, to sell, 15 years.
Okay, so how long have you been doing art in general?
20.
Like 20 years.
Wait, did you answer that?
Yeah, I answered it.
Literally since right after high
She already
school.
said it.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Since right after high school, I literally just said, fuck it, I'm going to do this, Even if people might, how you get some harsh critics and people are like, oh, your shit sucks or whatever. Nah, dude. I just did not let those people bring me down, and I just kept doing it.
Now, were those just haters fucking hating on you, or was it actual, hey, dude, constructive criticism from, a different...
Both, to be honest. Because my shit did suck when I started.
All right.
I ain't going to pretend and say I was ooh, freaking, the goddess of painting from the get-go. No.
Well, I don't think no one's ever born that way. I think it's very rare when you can come out that naturally talented. Even if you are good to start with, obviously, when you start something, it progresses and changes as time goes on.
But you know what? Actually, when I was a kid, I would always actually grab my mom's makeup and I would paint on the walls. My dad...
You were one of those kids.
Yep, I was that girl, and my dad would fuck me up. I'm there, cleaning it with cloro and Ajax. My dad's like, clean that shit Ajax. But, yep, that was me. I would always, mess around with my mom's shit. But, then kind of my dad finally figured out, okay, this girl needs freaking paper and crayolas, So my dad hooked it up,
By the way, I like how it takes you to fuck up the wall for your dad to even get that. Isn't that like a prerequisite for any kids? Hey, let me get my kids some fucking crayons.
Some art stuff.
Dude, let me tell you this, dude. When you are raised in a Mexican family that are on a budget because they got so many kids, they are not going to buy you crayons. You're going to get those shitty-ass rose art ones. They're all waxy. Or, you get to draw behind, the little bill paper that looks kind of clear,
Yeah.
My dad was not that person who would actually be like, oh, let me go to Kmart and get you some
He didn't hook you
white
with a
paper.
64 pack.
No,
and
he
shit
didn't.
in the
I did not
fucking-
even have a Sharpie. I was always a filetto, sharpening my crayons and shit.
Endangering his daughter and shit.
Yeah,
with a fucking
dude.
blade.
Nah, man, I was raised pretty tough, but it taught me to appreciate what I have now.
That's absolutely true.
Now, think about it, though. with all the art she does now, imagine if we still had that like piece of wall. Let's say you painted on, we could have cut that shit out.
Dude, that should be
that would have been some bank right there.
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been cool. I actually do have a painting that my mom has. I don't know exactly where it's at right now, but when we were little kids, before like everything changed, like how everything, like they're taking away all these art projects and programs away from schools from kids. If you were a good student, you were rewarded to paint in class. And we actually had like a 30-minute break where we would stand in front of the classroom and they would watch us paint. So I was a good student for like a whole month, so I could go up there and paint something.
No way.
Yep. So I painted myself holding a giant chocolate donut. And my mom still has that painting. And the only reason why I was holding a chocolate donut was because my dad will only buy us donuts for breakfast because he did not have time to make us food because he was always working. My mom was always working. So at least we had something in our stomach. So it was always a fucking donut.
I like how it's not even a bagel with like some meat protein. No, just chocolate.
Fucking straight out chocolate.
No bacon
donut.
on that donut?
Nothing, dude. We were in a food coma. Fucking, we're like, oh, my heart. You know, we're dying there. But hey, at least we got something to eat.
There we go. All right, so we didn't get your dinosaur impression.
I lost my voice.
All right, who do we have here?
This here is my husband, Sam.
Aw. Hi,
Say
Sam.
Say hi right here. Get in there, my wingman.
Aw, shit. Wingman. How long you guys been married?
We've been married 12 years, but together 17.
Damn, so you're kind of there in the forefront of like her starting her business almost, right?
Yeah.
So from then to now, like how much have you seen like progress or like what's your role now like different compared to then and now?
Now it's just let her do her thing, like do her job. It's like a job now. She's making a living off of it, and she's doing pretty good. So why not? You know, like I'll support her all the way. She don't got to deal with any customers at no store or whatever. You know, so why not? You know, she's happier that way, doing what she loves. You know, I think that's cool.
Yeah, those
So
customers were
is this
hell.
all you're doing right now? This is actual like your career, like you are living live because you are doing your art and selling that.
That's it.
No shit.
Yeah, I literally, I had a job for like, I've been working since I was like 16 years old. And my last job I had was I was working at Hot Topic. And I just got so fucking tired of the customers talking shit to me on the phone.
Look,
That was Mario right there.
Dude,
I'm looking
how do you not
They're
have
like-
my Marilyn Manson patch available?
Literally,
Fuck you.
You know what they would say? Literally, they'll be like, I'm fucking eating their food, and you could hear them chew, and you're like,
Right, mall food and
yeah,
shit.
and they're like, yeah, you guys lost my order. And I'm like, okay, so what's your name? You know, and they're like, well, you should know. It comes up in the computer. And I'm like, oh, my God, seriously? I'm like, can I please have your name or your phone number? And I'll look you up or whatever, you know? And then it says on there, delivered. And I asked them, okay, what's your last name? And it says so-and-so last name, signed it. And I'm like, you just signed for it. I'm like,
Fucking
you just
stupid.
received it.
Right.
I'm like, don't lie. And then they're like, whatever, bitch. And then hang up on me.
So they'll get their shit and they still blame you?
Dude, they want their money back. I feel sad for the company
Well, that's
because
like
those
Amazon.
customers want their money back and they would just steal it. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like, these people are fucking driving me crazy.
Imagine if she had the Manny button available to her whenever the shit popped off. Just pop that button off whenever you need it. That's our emergency Manny button when we need to fucking check someone quick.
I need one of those.
Look,
Yeah.
you know what? I feel you. I've been in retail for like a billion fucking years, probably. Like it's just been forever,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
people suck.
Yes,
they
they
really
do.
fucking do. So I can kind of get it, but like to see people who actually have natural born talents who work on it and actually get paid off of that shit. That's fucking amazing. You don't get to hear about stories like that, and you're actually living the fucking dream. So I don't know if you realize that or not. And
I
obviously,
do.
It
And
is,
obviously, I'm sure it's a struggle, but I mean,
I'm fucking grateful, to be honest, dude.
It's your own. It's your choice.
This is
you know?
like literally when I told him that I was going to quit cold turkey, we were scared because our income is what helped us pay our rent, pay cars, you know, to go out, food and all that stuff. And I said, dude, I am wasting my fucking talent and time sitting here getting my ass chewed by people I don't even know and they don't know me. So I said to him, I'm just going to go fucking cold turkey and I'm going to follow my dream. So I fucking quit. And then ever since then, which was like probably 5 years now, it's actually gotten way better. I make more art and sales than I ever did in my whole life. Like, seriously, like this is like a blessing, like to actually live off of what you're good at. And I still get A lot of people from like all over the world say, "Oh, can you do this? Can you do this?" I'll take it in, dude, because I want to actually have everybody be happy and own something of mine. And I love the fact when they take pictures, they tag me and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe she did this personally for me." It means a lot to me, dude.
So tell us about the art. I mean, it's considered lowbrow art, and even before you came around, I actually never heard of that before. Corella Delight here was kind of telling me, like, hey, we have, that's his stage drag name.
Corella Delight. I was wondering, who the fuck is Corella?
We had some drag queens in here one day, and I guess, did they give us all names or just me?
Just you.
Just you.
Because of your hair? Like half black, half white? There you go.
And Delight because he likes to drink Bud Light. So
She was very creative. Listen, the drag
that
queen
is creative, yeah.
So if you're like Coors, you'd be like Corella Delight.
Crew.
Corella, yeah, that would definitely be me.
Yeah.
So he comes up and tells me, like, hey, we have an artist comes on. I mean, she's interested in coming down to the show. Like, great. Has she even heard the show? Like, yeah, sure. Like, okay, great.
Oh, she knows it.
Yeah.
Her brother's been on. Like, her brother's been on and shit at Cyclone.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
you guys
I
interviewed
remember
my brother.
you
Her
guys
brother
called
looked
him
like
out.
fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's her brother.
What's up, Betty?
So, so when he told me about lowbrow art, I'm like, what the fuck is that? I looked it up, but can you at least explain that to the people who are listening in tonight to kind of really understand when they hear the terminology?
It's basically just art that is kind of like into the hot rod, kind of like more open-minded. It doesn't really have a category. It's something that it's not like a Picasso or anything like that, or a Rembrandt, like they say. It's more like a mixture of clashing different styles of art. Like, for example, like if you do like a hot rod, that's like considered like the hot rod scene, but then you throw in like a Sacred Heart, so that's like kind of like Mexican or whatever. So it's basically just like underground art, kind of simmering away from the basic art that, like I said, like a Picasso or Rembrandt or anything like that. Just a big clash of different styles of art.
Now, how long have you been doing that kind of art?
Shit, actually, you know what? I'd say all my life. I mixed everything around. I just can't do just one thing. Like, I'll do like a pretty flower painting one day. Then the next day I do a pin-up, or the next day I do a portrait, or the next day I do an animal portrait.
So
it's
every
like
day you're painting something different.
Every
You're
day.
creating something different.
every day. something
So
different.
on your website now, let people know where can we go actually purchase some of your art and check some of it out.
Okay, so if you guys want some really good art,
Like sexy shit.
very sexy shit, very
Yeah, she's got
professional,
some stuff that's pretty
some
titillating.
bomb
for
stuff,
Sure.
go to luckyhellcat.bigcartel.com.
Oh, shit.
I got it all there.
Lucky Hellcat.
.bigcartel.com.
So you have a regular website, luckyhellcat.com, and then you have this one on the side?
No, it's just the Big Cartel, yeah.
Oh, okay,
the
Big Cartel.
Lucky Hellcat.
So we can find, what can we find on that website?
You could actually find the Elvis heads that I'm really known for doing. I've been painting those for about I'd say about 12 years. But I've sold so many of those worldwide. Mostly all of them are actually in Europe.
Really?
Which is crazy because a lot of people fucking love Elvis, but they're
Right.
in Europe, you know? So I got a lot of ceramics, prints, stickers, patches. I just recently got into enamel pins. Since everybody and their mamas are doing enamel pins, they're become collectors. So I started doing those, and I've been doing really good on those.
Now, I'm
go
sorry. Let us ask some fucking questions. We're all waiting. You're like
sorry.
it's awesome that you got a million questions, but I have some. Okay, so here's my question: is what brought on, what made you, what inspired you to, or where did you find the Elvis bust, and what inspired you to kind of do what you do with it now? Because you would think somebody sees an Elvis bust and they're just gonna paint. If they're going to paint it, they're going to paint it like a normal Elvis, right?
Yeah.
But then you kind of made all these variables or variances of that Elvis head that just, it's become its own kind of, it's awesome how varied it is, how you get these different inspirations and you just slap it on there and it works. It all fucking works.
Yeah.
I mean, can you tell people what exactly you paint on Elvis? So it's a regular white, just Elvis head, and you create different masterpieces on the Elvis.
Correct. Well, basically, this is pretty cool. I love always sharing this story. When I was in high school, my dad would always give me literally $5 a week for lunch. So my ass was always skinny because I never ate.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
my dad was hard.
No,
I
that's
told
a
you,
fucking
dude.
dick.
My dad
Did he
did
think
not give me a good life. I mean, he did, but he didn't. He couldn't give more.
Right.
So, but I had friends who gave me freaking lunch money or whatever.
Right.
But actually, one day I had money to spend. And I was walking down the street, and I saw a ceramic store by my house. And I was curious to see what the hell's in there, you know? Then I saw that Elvis had blank on the window, and I was like, oh, shit, it's Elvis. And, you know, I love rockabilly and psychobilly since I was in high school.
Right.
And I was like, man, I want to paint him. But, you know, I don't know what to do yet with him. So I bought him for $4 at that time. And it was just a blank little Elvis head. So I had him for years, and I never touched him until I met him, and I'm like, oh, shit, Mom, I want to show you something cool. So then found the Elvis head 17 years later, and I was like, dude, I want to paint this, but I want to make him into a Frankenstein. And then he's like, oh, I don't know if that would work because, you know, people get all personal about Elvis and you're degrading or whatever. But he didn't. We didn't know. We didn't know what the outcome would be. Right. But I said, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna do it because that's what I want to do. So the first Elvis I painted was a zombie Elvis, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish I had a picture of it, but it looked terrible, man. Like because I didn't know how to airbrush yet. I didn't have an airbrush, nothing. Right. So I would do the highlights with actual makeup, like eyeshadow and stuff. So it looked really botchy. And I went to car show, The Blessing of the Cars. No, I'm sorry, not The Blessing of the Cars. What was Ricky's show, babe, that he did? Oh, the Rockabilly.
Blockabilly?
Blockabilly?
Oh, Blockabilly.
Yeah, that was the first time I...
Ray, right?
Yeah, no,
Rick.
Blockabilly Rick, yeah.
Right.
That was the first place I vended. And then I put the Elvis just there just to see if it would go. This kid kept walking back and forth, just staring at it. And he's like, I gotta have him, dude. I'm like, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen. Right on. So I was like, okay, so that was my first sale of that Elvis with that kid who bought it.
Just out of curiosity, how much did you sell him for?
$40.
Yeah.
$40. Now I sell them for like 135, 140, 150, 60, depending on how much you
sell.
But that kid has
the first, though. I wonder if he still has
like limited edition.
All right, kid. Hey, kid. So if you remember me from Blockabilly, you have the first Elvis, dude. The one that looks like shit with red eyes. But seriously, that was like my baby right there, and he still is. I've actually... Oh, this is a cool story, though. I bought the original master mold off of the original artist who sculpted that Elvis.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah. I paid almost $2,000 for it, but I had to have it because I do not want no one else making this Elvis besides me.
It's licensed, too.
So it's licensed.
So you own this figure. Someone else designed it.
So
nice.
if anybody else tries to copy it, it would be an
I'll just kick their ass.
It will
take them to court.
Well, I mean, there is some people that have bought the mold, but I own the master mold now. So that means no one else can make another mold off of it. Only I can now because I own it. But this guy, I bought him off of this guy named Anthony, and he's the one who originally designed Barbie, the Barbie sculpture.
No
in the
shit.
50s. He worked for Mattel. So this old man is about 90 years old, and he retired. He was selling all his stuff, and my ceramic lady said, hey, he's selling that Elvis head. After this year, he's no longer going to make molds off of it. He's all, what do you want to do? I said, I want him. Please buy me that master mold. Right. So now he's mine. So I've been painting this little freaking handsome devil for like 15 years already.
Wow.
And the most popular one has always been the Frankenstein one. But then recently I did that Hellraiser Elvis right there with the beakles on his face.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
That's my other Chichona leopard lady.
Yeah.
Now, as far as all the concepts come from, I mean, this is all your personal inspiration from you watching and growing up with these pop culture movies, or like, are people telling you like, hey, like, you should do this version, or I think this version will be cool? Like,
a lot of it is 50-50, to be honest, because I grew up watching. I love horror, so like I was always curious to see art done in horror, but in beautiful pieces, but kind of still make it look pretty without it being so ugly. And people will say, "Oh, it'd be badass if you did this. Oh, it'd be badass." I'd be like, "Dude, I'm gonna do it." Then Or actually, you know what's cool too? I give people free range to design the Elvis they want, but I have to paint it for them. So like some people will be like, "Oh, can you do a Paul Stanley Elvis?" Which I did, from Kiss. So the big old star with the little choker and the little hairy chest on him and stuff. So we did that one, and then we did one. What was that TV show called? The Grimm or Grimm? Some TV show called Grimm.
Yeah.
They hired me to do an Elvis that's on that scene. I forgot what season it's in, but they bought two of them.
No shit.
And they wanted me to paint Elvis, but normal, but like the Hawaiian Elvis with like the Swarovskis and like the nice design. So they hired me to do two of those, and it came on the Grimm show.
No shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, how do they find you, or how do they reach out to you? How did that story kind of...
I'm assuming that they probably search Elvis bust because it had to specifically be an Elvis bust.
Was it part of the storyline?
Yes, it was like because it was because they bought it at a Hawaiian trip, And then that was a memorabilia of how. Remember, Elvis was always in Hawaii.
Elvis in Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like a memorabilia of them. So they go like, "Oh, babe, look it! I remember this Elvis head from Hawaii." And they're like, "Oh yeah." You know, like, I guess the wife was being like an asshole on the show.
Right.
She thought, you better not put that Elvis head on display or something like that, you know? So she was being an ass to him, but he wanted his Elvis head.
Damn. Now, do you actually pop up on the credits on that by chance, or?
No. When they hire you on the side,
stuff,
you're just like a side job. You know,
Gotcha.
you're not like
Providing
someone.
props
Yeah.
for the TV
They like
show.
they give you your money, so you know.
Are you allowed to even talk about it, like on the website, or like,
Yeah.
or kind of,
Yeah.
or recreate the art if you
As
if
seen
people-
on.
I've done that, and they haven't said anything. I mean, don't say anything anymore, but you know, they haven't said anything to me. And like that one right there is the Misfit one. That actually was a random idea. I think you're the one that told me, huh?
Yeah, that look cool.
Yeah, he's all like, "Hey, babe, what about if you did
Sam
a Misfit?"
inspired?
That looks
Dude,
sick.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
that's
dude.
fucking awesome.
Sam deserves a lot of credit for the things I do because this guy tells me, "Babe, what about this? What about that? What about this?" He gives me a lot of fucking ideas. So this is why
I want to see a Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well,
then-
we don't got an Elvis Beetlejuice, but that's actually a good idea. And
Yes, we do. We got the
no.
Beetlejuice
Wait,
one with the
Elvis.
cucarachas all over him.
On a guy? An Elvis?
Yeah, I do have a Beetlejuice Elvis.
yeah.
Oh shit.
He
I
has
wanna
green.
see it.
Hey, he has green hair and a striped lapel,
He's got
and he has roaches all
he's
over
got
him.
the roaches on it. That was
Yeah.
actually a cool touch.
But
tripped out
I
on
don't
me.
have him on the website.
I like the Day of the Day of the Dead one.
Oh,
that
my
one's
God.
really
Love
cool.
it.
That one's really that one was really popular for a while, but then people started switching to the Frankensteins. It's almost like every year people's change their taste.
Now, see the vampire one? The vampire one? We put some Swarovskis in it. It could be fucking totally. It'd be Team, what's the
Edward.
Team Edward?
Yeah, I get
Team
people
Edward?
saying that. You know what's funny? I was thinking the other day, I want to redesign that vampire Elvis because I'm like, why the fuck does he have red lips? You know? Like, I thought about it. I'm like,
Because he put on red lipstick. That's why.
no,
If you were
it's like,
sucking on blood.
Yeah.
like, why would I put red lipstick on a man? I just thought about, like, you know, when you randomly
Right.
think of ways to
Right.
change things, I was like, maybe I should give him natural human lips
Right.
with, like, the fangs looking more natural instead of, bam, red lips and fangs, you know?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
more traditional, though. That's more Halloween.
So if we have any, because I know we shout out to the Facebook Live listeners. We have a handful of people actually checking you guys out. Much love going towards Lucky Hellcat on here.
Nice.
We have a lot of people. Leo, Sam, love you guys. There's a lot of people out there, and obviously, I mean, it shows people. You have fans out there, and it's amazing to see that the type of positiveness that you've gotten behind all this and all the the struggles and going as far as actually owning the mole. I mean, that's some gnarly stuff.
That was some break the
Yeah.
bank shit too,
Dude,
right? To come up with the money to like actually get yourself.
Oh
and see,
my God,
that's the
dude.
pride of what you do too, though. That kind of shows it because you were willing to spend that kind of money
I'm
to
willing
just
to, because I
make it
believe
your own,
in him.
yeah.
Because I even told my ceramic lady, she straight out was
Right.
like, "No, honey, he's a lot of money. I don't know if you'll get that money
Oh,
back."
so she wasn't even trying to pitch it to
didn't.
you.
No,
just-
she's like literally was like kind of like, "That's a lot of money for you to
Right.
spend right now." I told her, "No, dude. I
Right.
believe in my art. I believe
Right.
these things will still be around for as long as I am because
Right.
I don't want no one else to take something that I fucking love with all my heart. Yeah, I take my art very personal.
Right,
And
of
I
course.
get very upset when people try to even steal my idea or even take credit for something they didn't do. Like I try to be as legit as fuck.
Right.
Because I know as an artist, this is my breadwinner. That is my baby. That is my talent. That is me sacrificing my life, my health to make that thing happen. So it's like, I did not want anyone else to have that Elvis besides me. So when the opportunity came, I fucking jumped on it because I told her, I don't know how long I'm going to live, but for as long as I live, that man is going to be on my side.
By the way,
and this man too. Let's say.
Of course, man.
Yeah, this other guy too.
Let me just say, you ain't going nowhere, bro. You stuck with me.
Yeah, but he makes money.
He makes my money. He takes my money. He gives
So
me
he's a
money.
Sancho.
He's your earner.
Elvis is my Sancho.
He's your bottom bitch. That's your bottom bitch.
He's
right
my
there.
boo that doesn't talk back.
so if we have anyone out there that either wants to buy some art, you guys can call in or even ask questions at 909-475-7449. 909-475-PIGz.
I almost forgot that number, dude.
I got a question. All right, so you say custom. So you say it depends on what they're asking. What is the most someone had to pay for something?
I have to say, a ceramic bust that I do, it's off of a 60s mold. It's a pinup girl that's about 2.5 feet tall. And
It's on your page, right?
yeah, there's one right there that's like a cat woman. I did the Catwoman one. One of them is in New York and the other one's in Germany. So I did 2 of those. And I actually made her lasso. I made it out of...
really?
Yeah, dude. Everything I do is handmade. Like, I wanted her to have, like, a little lasso. So I bought leather, and I braided it, and then, like, I burned it together, and I tied it and glued it. So now she holds... Like, her hands are up like this. So, like, the lasso is wrapped around her arm, so you could take it off and pose it. So I actually sold recently someone... I told him I'm doing a Lily Munster pinup where she's going to have, like, the bikini and, like, the whole get-up makeup. And she's going to have, like, the thighs, which I always paint and airbrush on them. And he bought it off of me. So I told him, I said, hey, you guys can always do consignment where you guys could do payments, too, if you want. But I want everybody to own stuff, you know. And I'm very flexible and reasonable, you know.
So keep scrolling down to the... there we go.
Yeah,
So
that one, yeah. That's the one that's 2.5 feet tall. That's,
shit.
Oh,
That one's
tall,
bad.
actually.
but
That was
actually, you know
badass.
what? Now that you said
That looked cool in the
expensive
middle of the
painting,
table right there.
it was actually a painting I did for Rey Mysterio. He hired me to do a painting of him and his wife wearing the wrestling mask.
No
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And
That's
you
really
know what's
cool.
fucking cool? Let me tell you how I met him. This lady, her name is Leslie. She's my friend. She works for WrestleMania.
For WWE.
WWE. She does the makeup for all the ladies that wrestle. Well, she was wearing one of my shirts. And Rey Mysterio was like, oh, where'd you get that shirt, you know? So then she's like, oh, it's this artist. She's my friend. So she referred him to me. She's like, oh, you think she could do a painting of me and my wife? She's like, oh, she could do anything, you know?
Oh, right on.
So she gave him, she texted me. She's like, girl, she thought, if you get this number calling you, she thought, that's Rey Mysterio. She thought, he wants to talk business to you. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I didn't believe it. Next thing you know, I get this, 619 area code
San
calling
Diego,
me.
right? I was gonna
And I'm
mention
like,
that.
oh, my
From
God.
San
I'm going to go
Diego.
outside because I'm like, I'm going to pass out, you know? So then I talked to him, and he's like, hey, mija, you know, because he talks Spanish a lot.
You didn't talk to you like a wrestler?
No.
I need you to make me out.
He's already making he's making all the stomping
No.
sounds on the phone.
No, seriously, he's like, well, psh.
Hey, brother.
No. He was actually...
Wrong wrestler.
Yeah, come
I
on,
know,
babe.
but still.
No, but he actually...
Look here, brother.
No, he was actually really, really cool, and then he threw the idea at me and stuff, and I was fucking nervous because I'm like, okay, I have not done a portrait of someone that detailed in a long time, you know? So I said, fuck it, I'll do it. So he's like, hey, he's all, I want to invite you and your whole family to one of my matches, and we could hang out at the back after. So he gave me a shit ton of tickets
Oh, right on.
to go see him at, what was it, the Honda Center?
The Honda Center.
The Honda Center. So we were there, my whole we literally filled up a whole row.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he told me he texted me, he's like, hey, he's like, wait till everybody kind of leaves. He's like, follow me to this area. So then he had someone call us, take us to all the way in the bottom to where his bus was.
Yeah.
And we got to meet his family and his wife.
way.
And
Yeah,
he gave
that's awesome.
my whole family like little wrestling
Like
masks
autographed everything?
and autographed whatever we wanted to.
Holy
He
shit.
took
Cool,
pictures.
That's cool.
And he took a lot of pictures with us. So that was fucking like...
Do you still have pictures of that by chance?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I have it on me, but I do have pictures of me and him. He's so short. It's
Yeah,
so
he's
cute.
a short little dude. I remember seeing him when I was like years ago in Mexico. He used to wrestle in Mexico
Yeah.
first, I guess, before he wrestled out here, and then he got picked up by WWE. But yeah, he was a short fucking dude, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
honestly, man, that right there, when he, hired me to do that, it literally made me even be more dedicated to my art and be like, hey, if someone throws me an idea that they want to hire me for, I'll do it,
Yeah.
Because I want to test myself and push myself to learn everything as much as possible.
You never know where it will
'cause
take
you never
you.
exactly.
You
'Cause
know?
you never know where it will take you.
Now, how long ago was that you did stuff from Rey Mysterio?
What was it, like 5 years ago?
5 cents.
About like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And you charged him like $1 billion, right? You
No,
had to,
I did not. I didn't charge.
She
I was,
didn't. She
I
has a big
didn't
old
even-
compassionate heart. So
Yeah,
it's like,
I'm like that person where sometimes I even give stuff for free, because I don't know, like I just like making people happy. But then I'm like, okay, I'm fucking hungry, I gotta make some money too, But he gave me some pretty good amount of money and he loved it, and it's cool because he has it, I believe, in the area where's his desk. It's like right behind him.
No shit.
yeah.
And he told me, he's all, dude, I collect art from everybody, but I love your art. And he had talked to me before about doing a painting of his daughter too and his son.
No way.
So we got to talk about that one soon.
Damn.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we can have you come back on.
I need to hit him up. That's the thing. I need to hit him up to do it.
You should call him right now on the radio.
Like, hey Ray, get on the radio. Call me, hire me right now.
Ray Mysterio on the
I'm sure you
show.
still got his number, right?
I do. I do.
619 number, guys. 619.
Look, this is where you got to get Sam to become your business manager and start handling that kind of stuff. Because look, the one thing I love about you guys, like when you go vend and stuff like that, is like, people always want to talk to you, but Sam's like the hustler. He's like the
Yep.
He's like. What you need, what you want, what you got. He's like fucking moving. He's moving the art. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I just learned that you just don't give him the car keys because he leaves them in the car.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't hear about this one, but aside from that,
that's what happens with the keyless entries now. Like.
Yeah, because we got this little
damn it,
shit, and we're like, where's the keys?
yeah.
Where's the keys? So we leave it in the dash all the time, and then you're supposed to touch the door to open it, and it's like. And it's like, oh, your keys are in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I got keys.
Yeah.
But seriously, I get bombarded a lot, especially at Viva, where a lot of people want to talk to me or take pictures or have questions. So it's like, then I got people wanting to buy stuff. So he's the one that's helping the people get the stuff they want to buy.
You're doing all the cool social shit, and you're putting him to do all the bitch.
Yeah.
Get
kind
to work,
of.
bitch.
No,
That's right.
but you know what? Let me tell you this, dude. At the end of the night, I reward him. I take him to
I bet you do.
Okay, now he's like giving bomb booty. No, but
yeah.
I do take him to eat wherever he wants.
Foodie,
I spoil
foodie
him.
over booty.
Yeah, he's a food guy. We're like, oh, so you wanna
You wanna go fuck? You wanna go eat?
Yeah,
Let's go eat.
Yeah, and then by the time we get home, I'm like, I'm tired, dude. I'm tired.
Why can't you
I don't know
just
about
do
you
two?
guys, but once I eat, like, I don't want to do shit. Like, fuck.
Right?
Dude,
You're like,
that's what we say. We post up, dude.
Yeah.
We call it posting up. Once we finish eating, we're all fat asses right there drinking another beer, watching TV. I'm like,
like our
dude,
headboard should just be like a brick wall because we're just
seriously,
posted up in
we
the alley
squat
right there.
Like, it's like an alley. Our
Yeah.
room is like an alley, dude. We're just there chilling, drinking
Yeah.
beer, getting all fat and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's dude. That's
That's life,
that's
man.
true love,
Like-
dude. That's true love.
But then again, that's like a vacation in your own, like you
Yeah.
appreciate those little things,
By the
I
way,
like that shit.
shout out. So you guys got a bunch of people signing on right now. You have Kevin, you have Bella, all sending good and positive things out there. D.A.
What's up,
Garcia,
Kevin?
Eddie
Bella.
Rocker,
Yeah,
Kevin.
DA,
Eddie, what's up, Eddie?
motherfucking DA. What's up, bro?
Kevin Valdez, Tutu, fucking all kinds of people on there. So
Thank you, everybody.
You guys got fans. Look at that,
Dude,
And now
those
you
are
guys
my
know
boys.
that you guys rather go eat and instead of having sex and shit. So now all that
Yeah,
shit's
so-
out there.
That's why I'm not pregnant, because I don't have sex, you guys.
Yeah,
That's on
Fucking
sad.
pull-out game is strong.
As stays pulled out.
Yeah. He's like, no kids.
Whoops.
Hey, I did see a Virgin Mary on there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
the
that's
Vietnam
a
badass.
Lily Munster Virgin Mary that I do. Dude, I did a lot of like Day of the Dead and stuff, but this lady, she hired me from Long Beach to do a Lily Munster Virgin, and I was like, girl, we must like have this brain interaction, because I thought about that a long time ago. I just never did it because I was fucking lazy. And then she hired me, and I said, oh my God, I'm gonna make this happen now. So that came about was that freaking Virgen with Eddie Munster holding her. Her little boy is holding the mom, which is Lily Munster, the Virgen. That was like
pretty freaking cool.
that was cool, dude. When I did
colors
that
are
one,
cool.
I was like, fuck. That thing took me 6 hours to
6
paint.
hours?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a lot of detail because there's a lot of, her face is not that big.
Yeah, that statue alone has a lot of.
It has a lot of like depths, and
Right.
you still like when we pull those things out of the molds, you still have to clean them because they have ridges, they have holes. You have to fill it in, you have to sand it, you have to sculpt a little bit. Like sometimes some things disappear in the molds, so you have to fix it, and that takes about like an hour to prep. And then after that, you have to paint it. So then it's like airbrushing, cleaning, and then going over the certain color. So it's like a lot of fucking over and over on it.
So when you buy these things are, I don't know, are they powdery or are they like a super fine finish when you start getting most of these
they're
products?
a little bit rough sometimes because
They just get
the mold-
casted,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Because the molds I actually work with are vintage. Like some of them are from the '60s, some of them are from the '50s.
Oh, shit.
So they're old as fuck. And my ceramic lady, she's been doing this all her life. She's
Yeah.
she's an older lady, and she's like about 70. She's cool as fuck. She's been all around the world and stuff. And she saved those for me because I buy them so much that she's like, hey, I'll keep these molds for you, but they're very old now, So everything that I make is off of original fucking old molds.
No
So
way.
that's
Yeah.
similar to what I noticed that recently you I guess I don't know if you updated or exactly what was done because you had that Elvis bust and I guess it lost its definition.
Yeah.
Is that something that happens? I
Yeah.
didn't know that happens. And
Wait.
then now you have go ahead. Go
Wait,
ahead.
actually, I like that you asked that because I like to
Yeah.
explain what I was talking about. That Elvis heads, they're casted on what's that material that I always
Ceramics.
No, I know it's ceramic, but the other one,
Oh, the,
plaster.
Just plaster.
It's
Okay.
plaster.
Yeah.
So when you do so many pours, you have to shake it and get all the ceramic in there to make the mold. So many times of doing this to it, it starts deforming it, the mold. It starts
Yeah.
getting wider and wider and getting loss of detail. So technically, you're supposed to only do 60 pours on each mold. I did like 300. That's why that Elvis was looking
So he
fat
went
as
from
fuck.
looking like Elvis to like Gomer or like let's say a
The
young,
70s
the older
had Elvis.
Yeah. 60s Elvis to the 70s.
Yeah,
Elvis.
the chicken eating Elvis, you know?
Yeah.
The peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and
fucking
banana.
popping pills Elvis.
Toilet Elvis.
Yeah. So that's why now my molds
shit.
look more finer. They look more detailed, and you can see his eyes, his hair, his nose is finer, and it's more beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot
you
more
know?
definition in the way the cast that you recently did compared to the previous one. And you know the funny thing is that if you would never have pointed it out, I don't think I definitely never noticed it until you actually compared the two side by side. Then you see what the difference is. So.
See, that's how much passion I have with this
Right.
Elvis because I want people to know I go to fucking long lengths to get better things for my people, you know?
Right.
I want them to own good stuff. I want their monies to be worth because I know how hard it is to make money, especially in the fucking United States, you know? Everything's expensive.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, you know, I fucking sympathize for everybody and I know people want art. But they're like, fuck, I can't afford it or whatever. I'll be like, dude, I'll work with you. But would you like drop off a payment, you know? And then give me some time to do it because I am booked right now a lot with some work. But after Viva, bam, I'm back on it again, you know? But like I said, I lost track what the fuck I'm talking about. 'Cause I'm just so excited about
the
that
quality of the
yeah.
product.
So
that
like
you're
I
putting
want
out,
them
or
to
the
have nice
art.
things because I want them to when they open that box, take that bubble wrap off and be like, damn, that shit is dope. You know, I don't want no one to be like, I paid this much for this. No, I want them to be happy.
As soon as you open the box, it goes like, what? Epic. Totally worth the fucking buy.
Yes, that's what I love hearing. And then I love when they tag me and they go, dude, you made my wife happy, or you made my husband happy, or my kid loved it, you know?
Yeah.
That right there is like, fuck yeah.
You made Rey
did it.
Mysterio and his fucking family happy.
Happy.
Yes, dude.
Let me ask you, what's the furthest you've had a customer, you know, somebody wanted to buy your art? Like, what's the furthest you had to send out or ship out to?
What would it be?
What country will we find your art in? I guess?
Oh, mostly Germany.
Really?
Germany and Austria and Australia.
Yeah.
Australia loves Day of the Dead.
And Canada does
Really?
it too. but
Yeah,
they're not that
Canada
far.
rarely, you know, but I mean, I did send before Canada, but Australia loves fucking Day of the Dead. That's what they hire me the most for is
No
Day of the
way.
Dead. Yeah, they love like the Mexican art, you know, like
In
Sacred
Australia?
Hearts. Yeah,
What does Germany ask for?
fucking
Like no Jew babies?
Zombies.
None of that?
no.
She's
They-
making
no.
ceramic ashtrays for like.
No,
Damn.
no.
Baby
They
actor.
like Frankenstein, Elvis, and Zombie. That's like their number
Really?
one. And then, did you see the Freddy Krueger one that I did?
Yeah. Who was
Dude,
that?
I have what's his name, babe? I'm like having a brain fart.
Who, Marco?
No,
That must have been
the
so
guy from
hard.
Freddy Krueger.
Oh, you mean Robert Englund?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robert Englund. Some girl, this is cool. She bought that Elvis months ago. She, because I made a Freddy Krueger one. She bought him a long time ago, and she was gonna go see him at an event where he was gonna be at.
Right.
She took that Elvis head. She was in Texas, and she went somewhere. I think she was Texas, and then he went to another state to go get it signed from him. She personally took that Elvis in an airplane to go take it to that event to have him sign it.
No
Yeah.
shit.
And she took a picture with him next to it, and he's signing it and shit.
Out of curiosity, like all these cool things that happen to you, are these things posted? Do people
Yes,
know about
they're
it?
on my
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay.
That's why I tell everybody, go on my Instagram.
Well, what's your
Especially
Instagram?
outside. It's Lucky Hellcat. One word.
Lucky
Lucky,
Hellcat.
Lucky
Hellcat.
underscore.
Spell that out for people who don't know.
Lucky _Hellcat. LUCKY _HELLCAT.
Yeah.
So we had Jenny Ponce just logged onto the Facebook. She says hi from Mexico.
Hi, Jenny.
Oh, Mexico Mama.
Hola.
Hola.
You had D.A. Garcia say that you need to go back to work, go home and go back to work.
Yeah, no, that's like literally my brother from another mother. I work with DA. That's my best friend.
And earlier I was going to mention,
Yeah.
have you collaborated with him a lot? Or I mean,
We
I know
used
that
to. He's fucking hella busy
yeah.
right now. He's hella busy doing, pinstriping, painting
Right.
cars and stuff. He taught me a lot of things that I know up. I watch him because I'm a fucking brat. I don't like asking people questions because I don't want them to get the credit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like that chick that's like, let me fucking watch and then, learn and watch. But if I really can't do it, I'll ask. I'll be like, hey, so how'd you do this? But
Right.
DA, literally, that's my bro, man. This guy, actually, the first time I ever touched an air gun was because of him. And the first time I ever even knew a metal flake was because of him. And all the enamel paints that I work with that pretty much almost killed me was because of him.
Right.
We're going to hook up with you and hopefully get a Pig's Radio enamel pin. We've been wanting that and actually we've been hounded for by the Pig's Radio universe. So maybe we can get some collaboration probably like 3 years from now when you're not fucking busy. And
No, get me now before I get really busy.
Yeah, it'll just get harder.
Before she gets more expensive.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
We gotta get that shit cheap because we're fucking broke.
I'll be like, let me
She
go
said
get my
payment
new
plan.
car. I do payment plans. Come on,
All
you
the
guys.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break because we've gone on a little bit longer than, this is great fucking, we're learning so much and you guys are super fun. So
I feel totally fucking like an artsy fartsy ass.
I know, right? We just need some
Get more
wine.
questions.
Yeah.
Keep thinking these things while we're
Give
on
us-
break.
We have a lot of
Chief
people
Chablis,
out
bring me
there.
a fucking block.
We have a lot of people out there in the Pigs Radio universe right now logging in. So as soon as we come back, you guys have another opportunity to call in and ask questions, or
just ask
or if you
questions to
owe anyone
Facebook
money,
Live.
that's a good time to fucking shout out. And fucking, pay up, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So
Put out that PayPal.
yeah. All right, so Pigs Radio will be right back. I think we're gonna listen to. Let's see. What are you guys gonna listen to? I like stuff with titties in it.
Videos, huh?
Banger Ballers.
I like
big
big
titties.
titties.
I don't think he has that.
I might.
We're gonna have to talk some psychobilly after this and shit when we get back because Mario's unpsychobilly educated. So,
I know some shit. I know big titties though.
yeah, I guess.
I think everybody does.
Oh yeah.
Pigs Radio will be right back.
Tickle bitties.
Well, I gotta find a girl with some big old titties. I've been looking all around for some big old titties. I gotta find a girl with some big old titties. I gotta find a girl with some big old titties. Wanna put my face between them and go, ooh. Looking all around for some big old titties. I gotta find a girl with some big old titties. Won't you help me find a girl with some big old titties? I gotta find a girl with some big old titties. Wanna put my face between them and go, ooh. Yeah, I gotta find a girl with some big old titties. I've been looking all around for some big old titties. A pretty dead girl with some big old titties. I gotta find a girl with some big old titties. Wanna put my face between them and go, ooh.
I got the new 4G phones. The Sprint HTC E4 and the Sprint Samsung Epic are here. Both have flash players so you can stream Pigs Radio live anywhere in the country. So if you're one of those out there having trouble getting your hands on one of these new cool special phones, call Arturo at the Signal Hill Sprint store. He's at 562-225-8443. That's Arturo at 562-225-8443. We welcome all new and existing customers.
Carlo's Pizza, family owned and operated in Downey since 1964. That's a long time, folks. Carlo's Pizza, where is it? Same place it's always been. 13230 Woodruff Avenue at
Foster. Not only do we have great sandwiches, we got awesome pasta specials, but besides that, let me tell you something, folks. We got the best pizza around. You want to know how I know? Because I'm Italian and I love real, authentic Italian pizza. Where are you going to find that? I'll tell you where. At Carlos. No event is too big or too small. We do catering over here. That's what I'm talking about. We cook all the food. You eat all the food. You're going to love it. Let me tell you something. We also got delivery. You're at home. You're watching the playoffs. You don't want to leave the couch. Give Carlos a call. We're going to come over there and bring you some pizza at 562-803-6753. Oof Maron. Our pizza's the best pizza in town. We got all kinds of sizes from little itty bitty all the way to a party size. It's almost 2 feet long. Maron, I'm talking about 2 feet long. That's a bigger pizza. You know what I'm saying? 562-803-6753. Carlos Pizza. Or we make a pizza you can't refuse.
Hey guys, if you want to step your game up, go to LibbyGrow.com now for your free sample of the best natural sexual enhancement product available. Find out why millions of men choose Libby Grow when they want the fun to last and last. No order to place, no club to join, just a free sample. Go to LibbyGrow.com now to get your free sample. Not because you need it, because you want it.
So this next one is actually a bumper, but it's turned into a little small segment, and it's a game that we call Is It Jason Statham? So you'd be the judge of it, so you guys listen up.
You guys gotta tell us.
I mean, you guys have been name dropping like a motherfucker all night. Like, you know what? What does Pigs have? We got motherfucking Jason Statham. Well, allegedly.
Man. I want to Elvis bust a Jason Statham.
Oh!
How do you guys
no
do it?
hair,
The guy
just
has
bald.
No hair. How do you do it?
I'm gonna have to
she's got to sand his head. Get that shit right.
Like, you fucked
That'd
him
be a lot
up.
of work.
All right, guys, you guys ready to play the game?
Sure.
All you got to let us know. Do you think that's is it Jason Statham?
Is or isn't it?
Vocally
Jason
or photos?
No. It's just so like in the.
You're gonna have to probably answer those questions because you're fucking smart.
Mr. Statham? Yes, this is it. I know we talked about getting you on Pigs Radio, but it's just a little surprise you're
Surprise,
on now.
motherfucker!
So if you don't mind saying hi to Mario and the best Jason Statham, can you just say, hey, babies, listen to Pigs Radio and Mario 81?
Listen, babies. Listen to Pigs Radio, Mario 81.
Yeah, that is.
Damn, yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
By the way, I like how you kind of go with
That's
with the
freaking dope, dude.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Today I'm not. Today he didn't sound like it.
No?
Today I felt like it didn't
And
sound
like the
Jason
Budweiser
Statham.
don't taste good, but the Bud Light does too.
I know. It's like an asshole move. I'm like a fucking asshole. I know.
Mr. Statham?
Yes, this is it.
I know we talked about getting you on Pigs Radio, but it's just a little surprise you're on now. So if you don't mind saying hi to Mario and the best Jason Statham, can you just say, hey, babies, listen to Pigs Radio and Mario 81?
Listen, babies. Listen to Pigs Radio, Mario 81.
No.
No, what happened? Boo.
No.
See, I put doubt in their heads because actually
That guy was trying, dude.
Yeah, trying.
Baby.
That sounds like just somebody like on one of the other movies, like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It's just a
One of those guys.
random guy in the bar.
I'm still going with that's Jason Statham, and that's gonna be our staple.
That's just some cockney ass.
Even Jason Statham.
Oh, Patty Cakes, what's up, girl?
And yeah, the sing along, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome
The new sing
to
along.
PigzRadio.com.
The better version.
We got a lot in store for you.
The best version.
So strap on and bend over. Pigs Radio. Once you come, you won't let go. Pigs Radio. Sit right down and enjoy the show.
Pigs Radio episode 277, hanging out with the cats from Lucky Hellcat. What's up, cats?
What's up,
man?
Hello.
Once again, the internet is being broken right now. There's so many people logging on to the Pigs Radio universe. It is just mayhem out there.
It's like fuck Kim Kardashian's ass. It's about Lucky Hellcat art.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
You've had so many amazing stories in your life. How it's kind of traveled within these last 20 years, especially from something that not necessarily wasn't supported, but I mean, obviously, it when you started getting the love for it, how much that has actually changed and flourished. So it's kind of exciting to kind of see that, and you don't get to hear too many stories that actually kind of start, somewhere and actually end somewhere positive. So
Dude, it took a lot of years, man, but honestly, the reward in the end is fucking worth it. When you have that person come up to you and talk to you, how many years they actually followed you from MySpace, from freaking
GeoCities.
Some schools
Not
or whatever,
GeoCities.
But it's nice to hear like they tell me things. They're like, oh, I remember when you did this. I'm like, dang, that was a long time ago. You know, and they're like, oh, I'm still a big fan. I'm like, dude, you know, like last night we went to the Camp Psycho show at the Airliner, and I had this really nice girl come up to me, and she was talking to me about how she was following me on MySpace, and how she will always see my artwork, and she's seen how much it has changed, but not
the progression of it.
Yeah, like she never said that it never was good. She just said how much it's gone to more detail. And I was like, dude, thank you for telling me that, because those are the things I want to hear, you know. And then she was mentioning too a store where I used to sell my art in Whittier, which was Spitfire Interiors, and she would always say, dude, I would always see your artwork, and I was like, damn, this girl's badass. And she was also would tell me that she was proud that it was a female who did it, you know. And then I thought to myself, you know what, it is true. It's kind of rare to have more females in the scene, or kind of in the lowbrow. They're kind of local that you get to personally meet instead of seeing them in like another state or whatever. It means a lot, you know, because it's a man's world. Like, men do this more than, or whatever. They're out there more as an art, you know.
Right,
yeah, they're more recognized. But when you see a female, you're just like, what? A girl did this? You know, I get that a lot. Like, a lot of people sometimes think
girls can make
he's
more
the
than just
artist.
sandwiches.
Yeah, sometimes some people think he's the artist. When we're in Vegas, they tell me to take a picture
They
of
go up to
him.
him, hey, what's up, Lucky Hellcat? What's up, homie?
And I'm like, I let it happen. I'm just watching, and then he's like, what? He's like, no, I'm not the artist. She is.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
They're
I'm just the bodyguard.
what? You know, they're like, they take a double dip, and I'm like, hey, it's me, because they can't. They don't know. I guess it's hard for them to
just
believe.
don't comprehend that it's a
that
woman.
it's a woman that does a man's job, I guess, you know?
Well, I mean, you gotta say, like, some of the art, like, especially like when you do the mermaids and stuff like that, you know, it I guess it's something you would kind of expect a guy
Exactly.
to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know,
Racist.
women, you kind of see like butterflies and fucking
And flowers
fairies
and
stuff like,
fairies. Yep. No, not me, dude. I paint everything. And the thing I love painting the most, to be honest, when it comes on canvas, is females. Because I fucking love painting their makeup and their eyes, you know?
Right.
I'm a big fan of, you know, detailing the eyes and eyelashes and makeup and airbrushing, because I create these looks. And what's cool and rewarding about creating those looks is that sometimes I get fans who recreate that on their face.
Yeah.
All right.
And they're like inspired by Lucky Hellcat's painting.
whole
And then I'm
makeup
like,
tutorial on
holy
it,
shit. I'm like, you just did the whole eyeshadow scheme on yourself. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. I get so happy, man.
Damn.
That's reward. That's a fucking reward, dude.
Do you do makeup just out of
I
curiosity?
used to.
Okay.
I couldn't do it anymore. No. I will not do that again.
Yeah.
Dude, I had like seriously customers. First thing that comes out of their mouth, don't make me look like you. I'm like, what? I'm like, ew. First of all, no, I would not make you look like me, because this takes a lot to look, you know. I'm not going to use all my makeup on you to look like this, because that's a lot of makeup, you know. I'm like, no, you don't want to, you know, you don't want this. So, you know, I tell them, no, I won't make you look like me. You will have chola eyebrows and Amy Winehouse eyeliner all the way to your fucking scalp, you know. Yeah.
How long did you do makeup for before you kind of...
Like a year.
Wow,
And then
really?
I
Customer
quit.
service.
Dude, actually, you know what? I'm a beauty school dropout. I am. I was in cosmetology. I needed only 400 more hours to stop the course, you know? But I'm not lying to you. The minute I had to do a perm, a pedicure, a manicure, shit that I did not want to do. All I wanted to do was just makeup, you know? I did not want to cut hair. I did not want to do that. And then my friends were like, oh, maybe you should do esthetician. I'm like, well, I didn't know, you know?
The fuck is that?
It's like the whole like
makeup?
facial stuff.
The
You know, I
facials,
didn't even want to do that
massages,
either.
yeah.
I just literally wanted makeup, and that was it. So I went through it, and then I had a teacher. Fullerton College. Seriously, I don't know if you're still their teacher, but you were mean. And she was an asshole.
Fuck you, teacher.
I seriously, dude, she was an asshole to me.
What's her name?
Fuck, I forgot.
Fuck
But
that
she looked
bitch.
like
Fucking
she looked like
teacher
a
asshole.
chola. She looked like a chola. So the only Mexican lady that looked like a chola that worked there, like literally, like almost 15 years ago, you're an ass. You were mean to me.
Probably Jackie or some shit like that.
She's probably dead. I mean, you know, sorry.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
that
But,
bitch. Dead-ass
seriously,
bitch.
dude,
R.I.P. Chola bitch.
I seriously left. I never came back. And I left my books behind. I left everything behind. Never came back.
No shit.
Fuck that. So then he was kind of upset. He was like, oh, but you wasted all this money. I said, yeah, I did, but it was my money, you know? I am not going back to something I fucking hate.
By the way,
I
that's still
dropped it.
gangster as fuck, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
knowing that you committed and, like, I still pay, like, man, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
I just walked out.
I did. I walked out. Never
And can
came
she
back.
say that she's had any contact with Rey Mysterio? Fuck no. Fuck that poop out. That's right.
No, man. Like I said, dude. Like you try all these things. Yes, I might have spent money. Yes, it's called a waste. Whatever you want to call it. But you know what? Trial and error, dude. I'm not happy.
I mean, it's a
wanted
learning
something-
experience,
Exactly.
right?
So it's like I am not going to stick to something I'm not happy. You know, I finally am in my happy spot, and I'm not going to fucking lose it. I want to be here. I want to do what I do, and that's it.
Dude, that's a like major fucking one up right there. That's what's up.
right there.
Well, I mean, keep continuing to inspire people because I'm already inspired. I want to do shit, but I don't know how to fucking paint. So.
Paint your eyebrows, folks.
Yeah, I get all fucking get that shit.
So what's the next masterpiece?
My next masterpiece.
Where do you go from?
Oh wait,
Yeah, we got the Elvis. We got the.
I have a sub question to that because I think I already know what it is. Have you ever painted Sam naked?
No, but that would be from my eyes.
Of course.
I don't want no one else looking at my ham. That's mine.
Some Titanic shit.
He's
Yeah,
off of
that's
the
right.
market.
Yeah.
He's off.
I
of
mean,
the
I'm
market.
just kind of curious. Like, is there?
Say, pay me like
Oh,
your-
wait, I actually had people
like the Burt
tell me-
Reynolds.
They've asked me. No, people have asked me, "Oh, can you paint me naked?" And I'm like, "What?"
Oh, wait, a long
like,
time ago, we had a couple that invited
Yeah.
us to their house so she could do that.
And I'm
that was
like-
the swingers parties, guys.
Yeah,
that was
they were
swingers
fucking-
parties.
they were
They had to be
very,
fucking
very,
swingers.
you know, like, oh yes, like
No,
paint me naked.
okay, but did they
Tony
let
Martin
you know-
Blank's house. Tony Martin Blank's house. Creeper alert. Creeper alert.
You know,
Did
I
they
get
let you know
creepers.
ahead of time? Did they let you know ahead of time why they were inviting you, or they just
I think they
invited
were
you
drunk.
over?
I think they were very.
pretty
I ain't
wasted.
gonna lie, they were probably wasted and horny as fuck. Because I get people sometimes they're fucking like, you know, all thirsty
Right.
with me and him, and I'm
Right.
like, what the fuck, you know? And I'm like, dude, I don't go that way. Like, hello, no, you know. But I get people seriously who are very like, hey, so like, come over and like do something for us, and I'm like, what? You know, I trip out because I'm like, no, I can't do that, dude. That's weird. Like, I'm not comfortable with that. And I'm not that type of person. I don't want to get in trouble.
Trouble.
I'm
Damn.
like,
You know, besides the last thing, I just don't want to get in trouble. Like, wait.
Yeah, it's
wait,
true.
with
I
him or
do.
with the law?
You'd be
Like,
like,
wait.
him.
Okay.
You'd be walking in the house like Borat, fucking, and I'm here to paint something. Everybody's like, fucking, what the fuck is this?
Well, not only that, too. It's to me, it's kind of scary too because you don't know what their intentions are. I watch a lot of fucking forensic files, dude. I am not gonna go to a serial killer's house and paint him fucking naked. And if you know, that's my death right there. No, chale, dude. I ain't going to no one's house to paint him naked.
It's like paint me naked on your skin so I can use it as a canvas.
Right?
Yeah, and
Stretch it
then
over him.
they'll fucking throw me in a tunnel, put the lotion on the skin. Okay, can I go home now?
I'm pretty sure they probably roll out all the fucking Elvis heads and they probably like go on top of that and start fucking making out and having sex and shit. And then they paint them. I bet you that's how you guys get off.
No.
Fucking props. But it's totally cool. Like, it totally makes sense and shit.
No, man, no, that's scary. Dude. No.
Yeah, you're right, because you might break the investment. So yeah. this
Yes, dude, I put in a lot of money on that. I don't
No,
want to break
makes
it.
sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be at Viva. Where can we find you out there? Are you gonna be posting up?
You got
or-
your booth number already?
Post
and
up,
Yeah,
everything?
dude.
I'm actually posted up, but we work with another one of our friends. What's his name? Street and Show?
Street and Show Customs.
Street and Show Customs.
So if you look on the map.
He's my best friend's friend, and we share a booth with him. He gave us the 10x10 that's next to him. So Street and Custom, if you see that in the map, we're right next to him.
Okay.
Me and my best friend David, we are going to be posted up only on Saturday. So we're there from
At the car
opening
show where the Stray Cats
to
are playing.
closing, where the Stray Cats are closing. I mean, opening, playing. But we'll be there only Saturday vending. I'll be there. So
That
please
shit's gonna
come
be
by.
cool. It's a party
Get some
every day.
goodies.
Now, Corella Delight. I know you're supposed to be going out there. Is that still the plan?
Hell
Yeah, I'll see you there.
yeah.
Okay, just
You know what?
He's
But
going as
He's
Corella
cool. He's always
Delight.
there, and he always supports me. He does
Yeah, he
buy
always
stuff.
stops by.
He always stops by,
Drops
checks
off
up
some
on
flyers, too.
drops off flyers or buy something. You know,
Where the fuck
mean,
is
he's
it
always
available?
It's more for flyers more than anything
Bring
else.
Yeah.
beer.
Oh,
He'll
yeah,
bring a
yeah,
beer. He'll bring some
there. No, he'll
beers.
tell me his hangover story.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
There's hangover stories with Corella Delight like every fucking day.
I love it.
That'd be a cool episode. Hangover stories.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like,
the
We're living
do's
one
and
right
don'ts
now.
And the
Yeah.
fuck, I regret it. You know, fuck.
No, I just take a Xanax the day before, and there's like no hangover story.
nice.
No.
I didn't know that works like that.
Do you go out to Viva almost every year?
This
Yeah.
is my 11th year,
The
actually.
11th year? Wow.
11th year, but 10th year of vending strictly, you know?
Okay.
So it's my 10-year anniversary, you guys, so, you know, come say hi to me.
Come bring her a fucking cupcake or some shit.
Yes, dude.
They did
No,
it before?
you know what? Let me tell you something cute. okay, I was being a bitch one day at Viva because I was ragging. I'm sorry, I was ragging it, you know? And this dude right here pissed me off. And
Asshole.
Like, I was like,
did you lose the keys to the car again?
He forgot something. He forgot the prints in the hotel, and I fucking snapped at him.
I don't know what that means.
The prints, like
the art
my
prints.
artwork prints.
Oh, the prints. I thought you said the
I-
prints. I'm like, who the fuck is the prince?
No, because I signed him at the hotel, you know, so they could be fresh and stuff. And sometimes I'm really late on packing stuff, so I do everything last minute when I'm there. He forgot him, and then I fucking was like, you know, got all crazy and shit. So then I told, I put on Instagram and Facebook, someone bring me a Snickers because I'm being a bitch right now. Next thing you know, I'm not lying to you, 2 people brought me Snickers. No. And then they were handing it to me. I'm like, oh, what's this? You know, they're like, oh, you said you wanted a Snicker. I was like, oh my God. I didn't think you would actually, you know, someone would bring me a Snicker.
So guys, just as precaution, bring Snickers just in case you're just like bitching out for no fucking reason. So
I love Snickers too, by the way.
Okay, so there we go. And you're gonna be next to who again?
Street and Custom.
Street and
Show Custom.
And you guys don't know where that's located on the map
No,
yet?
they actually every year is different.
They
The only time you could actually know physically where I'm at is if you get the pamphlet when you enter to pay to go to the car show. They give you a flyer and it shows you where all the vendors at. So when you see Street Show Custom, I'm literally right next to him.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can't pop no.
Yeah, we can't put a banner or anything like that because that's his. That's his location.
That's his location.
That's his.
Is Tom Ingram like that? It's like he'll freak out.
Well, it's paid for. The booth is paid for, and then
he should be able to do whatever the fuck he wants then.
Yeah, no, he's family. The guy who we work with.
Right.
So it's like he already paid for that booth, but we're just, you know, we work there. We scooch in.
Yeah, like fit on the couch, you know.
Yeah, because seriously, to get in there, you have to wait years.
By the way, Eddie.
Oh, it's that exclusive.
Yeah.
God damn, that's
There's
crazy.
like
Well, you figure though, he's got so many. Viva Las Vegas. There's like I don't know, like I think for the car show, it's close to 10,000 people there.
Yeah.
Dude, no
for
lie.
the car show.
It
Though
is
the event is like smaller. It's considered it's a bit smaller.
The car show is because you get those one day people.
And it's just it's a big lot, right? So you could fit a lot more people in. So
yeah,
he's got like I would say pushing like 10,000 people there, throughout the course of that day, that Saturday. So
and a lot of
there's
international people there.
Yeah, I mean he gets people from all over the world. So that pulls in a lot of people that could that get to see your art. So.
Dude, I get that a lot. You know what's cool? Right. I do get a lot of people that are Europe that follow me and actually have past artwork with me. They're like, oh, I come here every year just to buy one of your Elvis heads. Yeah. I have regulars that go there strictly to buy my Elvis heads.
No shit.
And they're like, oh, this is my 7th one. Oh, this is my 8th one, or whatever.
And they gotta fit it in their suitcase.
Yeah, so they say literally that they leave stuff behind to take that artwork with them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, dude, that's fucking dedication.
The next, I got it. The next one, you should get that one, the little dancing Hawaiian chick.
The hula girl?
Yeah.
I actually had people ask me to design those, but I'm just like,
it fits the cars.
It's a little too traditional, maybe.
Yeah, and you know what? People won't spend a lot of money on that. And then if I paint it and I sculpt it and I do all the thing, they're not going to want to pay me what I charge for it, you know? They're going to probably think it's like a $10 job. I'm like, no, it's not a toy. It's not a $10 job. That's like art. It takes money and time, you know? But I do get people who ask me for that. But I'm
Stupid
just like,
idea, Pete. There you go again.
It's not stupid. No. Actually, you know what? There is hopefully one day I could actually do vinyls of my artwork where it could be affordable, where someone could buy some of my artwork, but they're like monos, like toys, the pop toys.
Like the pop toys.
Yeah, like the pop toys.
Yeah, this guy.
Dude, you collect them too. I love pop toys.
He's one of the guys that would call you at Hot Topic telling you he didn't receive his shit.
Why don't you have my Marilyn
my
Manson top?
My box is fucking broken.
Yeah,
that would be you, huh?
Dude, totally. I gotta make sure if that box ain't right, I'm not purchasing.
Dude, you're one of those. I am.
You know what's funny is
yeah, that's what's up.
You know what's funny, dude? Is our homie DA. He's the one that made one of the first designs.
He did the Cholo
for that
one.
toy company.
Yep.
Of the Cholos.
No shit.
He painted the prototype for Pop's Toys.
Yeah.
Little homies?
David.
Yeah.
The little, is it the Cholos? The little homies? Yeah. David did that.
That's crazy.
And then I think he also did the Elvis one. And
I need to bring my little homie collection.
And then guess what, too?
The first Funko ones. They were like
okay.
The
I thought
Funko
you meant
ones.
the little ones
No.
from like the machine.
The
Oh,
Funko.
okay, I got you.
And then he also did, I think he had to do something with the Elvis one, too. And then Pops
the 70s one.
The Pops gave him, some toys and stuff because they were barely starting.
Some prototypes.
That fucking Elvis that Elvis pop is like $200 or $300 now, and I have it.
Yeah.
I have one of the ones that David got, the first ones.
Did you put your own fucking mark on that?
No, I left it original, dude. That's
would.
one thing with me. I leave it original because I respect people's art or other company stuff,
Right.
Because to me, that's the money. Yeah, it's out there. I could sell and get the money, but you know what? That's not what I want. It's the sentimental feeling I have for it. That's what matters the most.
Especially being the very first one in prototype style.
Yep.
Imagine.
By the way, Eddie Rocker out there in the Pigs Radio universe says, bring her a beer instead of Snickers, and Sam, take off your pants. So,
Oh, shit. Eddie always says take off your pants.
really?
Yeah.
Does he roll around with, with no pants?
Yeah, he rolls with no pants.
Wait, is this Wolverine again?
Yeah, it's
Wolverine.
Wolverine. What's up, Wolverine?
Hey, right now,
Wolverine?
now he looks like the fucking
Logan. He has a beard now.
Dude,
so
I ain't
his
gonna
name's
ly.
Logan now.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Your brother really
Did you guys see the movie Logan?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
kinda
yeah.
I fucking
teared up.
cried.
My daughter
You know-
made me
you
take
know
her
why I
because she
cried?
said it was a father and daughter.
You know why I
fucking
fucking
movie.
cried?
So,
Because
yeah.
fucking
too much, huh?
my brother
Yeah,
looks like
he was
Logan now
tough
because
as
now he
fuck.
has a beard. And then when I was crying, I'm like, I couldn't even fucking breathe. And he's like, why you crying? I'm like, because he looks like fucking Eddie. And he's dying in the movie. And I'm like, I don't want Eddie to die.
He looks more like Hogan. Hipster Logan.
Yeah. So now that he has a beard, he's fucking Logan instead of Wolverine with the chops.
Damn.
So I took it personal.
Actually, I do remember Logan being on the show. We were at the. It was the Cyclone. I don't know. I think this was the pool
He
party.
didn't have his pants off there.
Yeah, it was pool party.
It was a pool party. We saw some nasty, sad titties that day, but it was great.
Oh, the first one.
You saw
The
Long Beach
first one,
titties?
You're right.
Hey, Long Beach titties.
Oh,
There were some Long Beach titties.
Very,
Long bitch
There-
titties.
yeah, definitely some Long Beach
Yeah, you
titties.
got one up.
One up on that one, dude.
Sam's like,
And I just remember, I don't, we're going to have to pull up that episode. It's on our PigzRadio.com website.
Yeah.
I want to hear it now.
We need to go back and re-listen, but I just remember him being on mic and just being Wolverine and shit. Like, holy fuck.
And the chicks love him, but his girlfriend's like,
well, of course.
She has
away.
no claws.
Do not look at my man. Away.
Well, listen, now that I got a chance here, is that we have Lucky Hellcat here. I want to say thank you for sponsoring the Long Beach Cyclone for all those years. You know, it was,
Oh, dude.
I love you
You're a
guys.
dick.
You guys
Hold
helped
on. This is the first time you're thanking her after the fucking show?
You know,
He's
I
always had-
You're a dick.
I thanked
No, this guy
her,
takes
but this
care
is
of me.
publicly, really,
Okay.
really in her face. I'm like fucking, homage. My homage to you. Thank you, because the psychobilly scene, it's small, so it's hard to find the support for it.
Yeah.
But you were definitely there, from the start. Both you and Sam. Let me take that back. Both you guys were there to help us out. Myself and Mr. Von Batsville, wherever he's at right now.
He's right there on the dollar bill.
He's probably like,
Those are
fucking-
Brando Bucks, guys.
Yeah,
you guys
that's
can
like-
take those to Viva with you. That's our
Yeah,
former
those are
currency.
those are
Brando Bucks.
Those are good to use at the Brando show at Viva Las Vegas. Oh, where's that at the?
on Friday night.
Well, I'm sure he's gonna have a section there, so the beers are the Brando Bucks are gonna be good there. So
Yeah,
I hope
take the
they
Brando
work,
Bucks.
dude.
They'll
Maybe
cash it in.
Hopefully a Brando Buck will get me in the show.
Yeah.
I'm sure it
Unless
can.
Brando put us on the guest list.
Oh,
No, sometimes he does. Sometimes. But hey, no,
Listen.
we really do it to support the people. We really support.
Right.
We don't ask ever for fucking freebies, and we don't ever ask to be on the guest list because we know how much you have to pay the bands.
yeah.
We
Right.
know how much you have to pay the venue, and we know the cost of everything. So
Right.
when you support the shows, you fucking have to pay. Don't be a moocher. Don't be an ass. Fucking pay your dues, And that's what we do. That's why I never ask anybody to put me on your guest list. No, I'll pay. If I have to go, I want to support the bands. I want to support the show because I really am that person. I support the fucking scene because I love the scene. That's why when you guys had mentioned about Cyclone, I genuinely wanted to do it from the bottom of my heart because I love you guys and I love the scene.
Well,
and I
thank
love everybody, And I want to continue doing this until the end of time. However long I have left with you guys, I want to always help and support.
Well, look, it's all appreciated, like wholeheartedly appreciated. Because again, when,
are you gonna tear up right now?
Sometimes- Don't
Don't cry, dude. Relax.
We'll cry later, dude. We'll cry later.
Dude, sometimes it's tough out there. It's tough.
Smile now.
It's tough being a pimp, homie. No. But seriously, yeah. I mean, you guys were there to help us out. We bounced ideas off of you guys. We ran lineups by you guys. We were just trying to get somebody else's input, and you guys supported us wholly. So, cheers and kudos to you guys.
Cheers.
The best,
Cheers.
the best for you both.
It's too far.
So
hell yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
and I'll tell you right now, any of my shows, you guys are welcome to attend for free.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Oh, you heard it.
They're
You heard it.
automatically on the
You heard
guest
it.
list.
Wait.
That's with an asterisk though, because certain select dates will be fucking charged.
Yeah, shipping and handling not included.
Exactly. How you know?
I was about to say, are we doing the
Hey,
super?
you get in for free, but you gotta pay for parking.
It's the
$30.
Super Brando Pass. It's a Super Brando.
Is this a mega Brando package pass?
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. No, fuck no. Those Super Mega Brando packages with the fucking limousine and the fucking free hotel and the skateboard and all that shit. Yeah.
Did you guys did do that, huh? Like give like the room for free and stuff?
Brando, yeah. One day he came on the show and he drank way too much.
No, hey, you know
He
what?
did
I heard that he was saying about the lineup for Cyclone yesterday at the show. Is that true?
Wait, lineup for Cyclone.
He's working on something. You
Okay.
know what I mean? It's like
I'm excited.
The way it normally goes is we talk, and then he kind of goes off and does his little thing, and then he comes back and he says, "This is what I got."
Yeah.
That's all. There from there,
Oh,
we
okay,
kind of
okay,
progress.
okay.
So he told me what he wanted to do. I'm not sure what he pitched, what he told you about, but
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't hear,
there's something.
dude. I was like downstairs the whole time vending, but I saw someone post about it.
Yeah.
So then I just call him Brando Von Tease.
But it could, yeah.
He's notorious for that shit.
It
He's a
could be
fucking
the-
teaser. Goddamn you, Brando.
Could be an April Fool's too. You never.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, it could
Now we'll have Dave
sucks.
Gahan there from Depeche Mode for Leo. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Speaking of which, right now, DJ Esser, his right hand man, is on right now. So listening
is
in
he-
on the
is
Pigs
he-
Radio universe. Yeah.
Hi, DJ Esser.
What's
How
up,
are
dude?
you?
And apparently they still want you to take off your pants, Sam. I don't know why, but they want you to take off your pants.
Like.
Babe, do you have holes in your underwear?
I don't know, man. What if I do?
She's more embarrassed.
It's
of your
holy
underwear.
for fucking Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
How else is there going to be ventilation down there, guys?
Well, for one, we're doing egg hunting, right?
Oh, you're absolutely right.
You're
gotta
hiding
find
eggs? Oh,
The little ones.
Uh-oh.
Then you do what he does.
All right, so once again, guys, thank you so much for coming down. What's the Instagram hashtag or
Give
the
us
handle?
all your sites.
All right,
that you could
so
think
my website is luckyhellcat.bigcartel.com. My Instagram is lucky_Hellcat. And if you guys want to follow me also on Facebook, just look me up under Leobarda Grijalva. But I'm already
Or Lucky Hellcat Art.
or Lucky Hellcat Art. But if you want to send me a friend request, I'm already full. But follow me still.
There you go.
And we're going to help out. We're going to throw you under our sponsorship. That way they have a link to come check you guys out and check out all the cool art. So make sure you guys go to pigzradio.com. If you guys can't remember Lucky Hellcat because you guys are stupid and stoners. But just in case, you guys can go to pigzradio.com and there's going to be a link under sponsors and you guys can get all her shit there and buy it.
Yes,
They
buy
need
my
to-
stuff, you
They
guys.
need to eat.
So I can make more stuff for you guys. Come on, support your local artists.
Cuban Pete said he's going to buy at least 2 fucking Elvis pieces.
Yeah, I know-
Look
and
like
that-
Beetlejuice.
I'm thinking
I
about the.
I see him like thinking about it.
I'm telling you.
No,
that's what I was asking. Prices.
He's still stuck on like questions and he's slow a little bit. Sorry.
We could talk more.
Yeah.
He's trying. He's trying.
You never answered like the next biggest thing, but
Well, I'll say it really quick. To be honest, I'm trying to do right now paintings, but it's mostly like kind of 60s inspired, but it has to do a lot with celebrities, but them dancing. So it's gonna be like the big like for
Uma
example,
Thurman?
like Uma Thurman, and from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, shit like that.
Something like that, dude.
That's pretty
But
dope.
it's very 60s. And, of course, with Elvira in it. And, of course, Herman Munster and Lily Munster. All the icons that were on TV. That's something that I have really big in my mind right now to do. But, like I said, I'm going to catch up on the orders I have to do. So anybody who I owe artwork to, I'm sorry. I'll get on it as soon as possible. Bear with me, but you will get your
Can we have DJ Esser in the background of all these like monsters dancing with him DJing?
Yeah, with him DJing. Yeah, with
zombie
him.
dance?
Yeah.
Come throw a mix down right now.
Oh shit!
Oh,
He's
You heard
pretty
that,
damn
DJ
good.
Esser? Pack up those turntables. Come down.
Yeah.
I want to commission a bust of DJ Esser with like fucking headphones and glasses and a cigarette and a Miller Lite
A little eyeliner under his eye.
and a bit of eyeliner.
Yeah.
Of course, of course.
All right.
Now, just real quick, how long does it take from the point that somebody commissions you for work to when you actually deliver? I guess you could say.
Turnaround time is about like a week to 2 weeks.
Oh, that's not bad.
To get it done.
For custom art?
To commission art piece, not so much like something that's already done.
like a painting or something.
Yeah, somebody that asks you to produce
Honestly,
art.
if it's a painting, it depends on the detail. Sometimes it could be a painting that I could actually do it literally like in one day, or it could be like a week or 2 weeks. And the reason why I say that much is because you don't want to sit there 5 or 6 hours doing it, because then you start getting tired. So you want to put like beautiful, time into it. So I'll put 1 hour or two one day. The next day I'll put another hour or two. And if I see that I'm almost done, I'll keep up with them and be like, hey, look, this is the progress. So they're like, oh, okay, cool, I love it. Oh, can you add this? You start getting those add-ons, and oh, can I get a frame? So that's another add-on, So I actually talk to them and tell them, hey, what else would you like?
So you give them a progress report, so to speak,
I do.
as you go.
And if honestly, dude, sometimes I do get really busy and I get sick a lot. That's one thing about me. I get sick a lot, and I can't help it because of stress. I get sick. But I try to keep in touch with them, and I tell them, dude, give me some more time, please. Sometimes they're understanding, and sometimes they're not, and I get it, I truly do understand. Sometimes they get mad at me, and I get it, too,
I think you should tell them it takes a month to get their art.
I'm going to be real. You know what? I should be doing that more. Tell them the truth. Be like, hey, it's going to take me a little bit longer.
Hey, assholes, when I guys order, it's going to take more than a month, okay? Chill the fuck out.
It's all done by hand,
It
Gotta be
is.
a little bit more understanding.
Do the mail order stuff where they say 6 to 8 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Buy yourself a massive window.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Business days.
And
See, that's the business manager right there.
That's my boy.
You gotta let them handle the emails. You gotta
Including the weekend, man.
That's why I tell you guys,
You
this
need
is
a day off,
my
bro.
wingman, my
That's
fucking
right.
left hand right here.
Your union rep right here.
That's
That's
right.
my union. He's the one that brings me lunch,
Breaking
tells me what
kneecaps.
time to go to sleep, tells me what, he helps me out. This guy's the reason why I'm still alive.
That's right. He's on payroll. That's right.
So,
Got to be.
so 6 to 8 weeks for me to get my commission bust of Cuban Pete looking like Elvis and shit with glasses and shit. But you gotta like paint his tongue a little lower than normal because he's a little downy. That's it.
But I would want to see that, like a little
Cuban
Buddy
Pete bust.
Buddy Holly looking Elvis. That'd be
Actually, that would be nice.
with glasses. That would look
Not
nice.
you, but the Buddy Holly for sure.
No, to do that, I could actually buy kids' glasses and put it on him.
How big's the
Damn.
Elvis head?
The Elvis heads are 9 inches tall.
Damn,
7
so it's like
inches
a
in
full
diameter.
size.
Pretty big,
It's,
yeah.
it's a
bust.
pretty. It's like a
definite bust.
nice bust. And there is a restaurant in
Ventura.
No, is it Ventura?
Yeah.
No. That other place, not Ontario, Oxnard. Oxnard?
Yeah, there's Oxnard.
Fresno,
I think
Oxnard.
it's
No,
like
El Rey, Ventura.
El Rey. I think it's El Rey. It's Ventura. But they actually hired me to do 15 Elvis heads.
Really?
15 of
Look at
anything. That guy had feria, and his restaurant was called El Rey. It had nothing. Everything had to do only with Elvis.
No shit.
So those Elvis heads are
awesome.
all over his restaurant, and he had them in like some little spinning tables or something.
No
but
way.
he had me do a Liberace and Day
Oh,
of the
that's
Dead and all
awesome.
this
That's
stuff.
awesome.
And then his logo Elvis was a skull one, but he had the Viva Las Vegas glasses, 70s one.
Las Vegas, little
So
circles.
I bought some kids' glasses that were the 70s Elvis, and we painted them gold and cut them a little bit shorter so they could fit that Elvis head that looks like his logo.
Damn.
So we went extra on that one.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, with someone that has that kind of business, they want to represent. They reach out to you guys.
Yeah, dude. So,
DA is one of the fabricators.
yeah, he
Yeah.
DA is actually the one that helped me cut those glasses and make them. And to be honest, dude, I don't know what I'd done without him.
By the way,
because I wouldn't have figured out.
DA's on there saying, have another beer for him, Sam, so you can't let him down, so you got to chug another one.
That's
right. That's right.
And speaking of which, Von Vadsville's ears must be fucking ringing because he just jumped on, and so did Edward Transylvania.
Edward,
Hi,
what's up,
Brando.
dude?
They're out there in the
I
PigzRadio
want
universe.
to commission a Brando bust.
Be like, hey guys, you guys got my features.
I want the Brando bust to be drinking a Bud Light and
How many
smoking a
How many
cigarette.
Brando
Also.
bucks would it cost, though?
I know. What's up? How many Brando bucks do we need for this one?
I don't know. That's a lot of Brando bucks.
No wonder why Brando's been having bad luck, because he's not on a $2 bill.
$2 bill?
Oh, you
Know what I
need a
mean?
$2 bill for good luck.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Von Vadsville says, no, he's been listening the whole time to the episode.
Oh, that's That's my boy. What's up, my brother?
What's up, Jesse? Jesse just logged into the Pigs Radio universe. DA still on there. We still have a lot of people. It's like at least 1,005 people on there listening to you guys
Thank
right
you,
now.
everybody that's listening, dude.
Yeah.
You guys
If we have any
are
last minute
fucking
question,
awesome.
guys, you guys can still call in at 909-475-7449.
Dude, none of you guys want to call and talk to me.
Because they're a bunch of shy bitches.
They're like,
That's because
Hey,
you
shy
got your man
boy.
right here. That's why.
They're like, oh, he's here. He's cock blocking.
Why am I here?
He's cock blocking.
Actually, Brando, if you're available, apparently people want you to call in. Call in at 909-475-7449. Talk about the possible future lineup for Cyclone.
Yeah.
That's why he's freaking on it now.
He's like, I want to see what this bitch says.
Somebody told me to talk about Cyclone. Let me get on. Let me get on.
Somebody texted him.
Brando, I can't take my check my text messages because that shit's what's streaming the fucking thing right now. And no Brando bucks. They don't work anymore. Boo.
I want to take a fat stack of Brando bucks to Vegas and see what kind of damage we cause.
You know why? Because they only work at Spikes, and Spikes already closed.
You're absolutely right.
You know what I mean? Like,
We're going to update the fucking the Brando bug, and it's going to be accepted wherever Brandos are located.
Like, this is you, Brando. I'm making this because of USA. You made me do it, loco.
Once again, thank you guys so much for coming down and telling us your
are
stories, the struggles, the
heartache,
the overwhelming outcome of everything, and how amazing all that stuff is. And fuck, you got to meet your stereo.
You got
so fucking cool,
dude. That was the best
some
thing
other
ever.
cool shit, but just can't think of it right
Don't
now.
worry, man. Next podcast,
next
we'll
time.
talk
I'll
about
tell you what. Once you guys remember, after being whatever, right? Oh shit!
Oh, now you get the phone call.
Take it to the stage.
Oh, fuck.
Please welcome to the stage, Brando Von Batsfield.
Hold on, caller, you're on Pigs. Hold on.
Fuck you, pig.
Oh, it's fucking the other one. The other bust I wanted to commission, which was the one of Edward, Transylvania.
What's up, Edward? I'm surprised you're up from your coffin this early.
Yeah, it's kind of early, dude.
It's not midnight yet, is it? It's at the witching hour.
It's actually it's about 10:37, so I guess this is like
it's
getting pretty close. Pretty close.
Actually, I just got in from the Lethal Amounts exhibit for the Roz Williams thing tonight.
How was that?
It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
dope,
cool.
dude.
Some interesting picks from Christian Death by Edward Culver. So that was a pretty cool
Hell
thing.
yeah.
But I wanted to thank my favorite artist in LA, Lucky Hellcat, for those amazingly awesome Bela Lugosi stickers she gave me last night.
You welcome. That's all you, bro, right there, dude.
That's all you, man.
Yeah, they're amazing. You're incredibly talented. And I have a request that I asked for 3 years ago, but I forgot.
You're gonna ask.
Remind you.
You're gonna ask. You're gonna ask Sam to take off his pants, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's Eddie.
Sam, you gotta take off your shirt. No, I'm kidding.
Dude.
It was remember that the Ziggy Stardust bust.
Oh yeah, that'll be fucking dope. Yeah.
She already did it actually.
Yeah, I know.
Like like I want that.
All right.
You have to make me another one.
Okay.
Or I know that was a one-time thing, but make me one, please. It was the Elvis, but with the Ziggy Stardust makeup.
Yeah.
The cool thing about that was the really cool thing about that. It was an ultimate tribute because they both share the same birthday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got
so that was really
actually you're right. You got the best of
You
both,
got
right?
it, Edward. I'll make that happen for you.
So I want one of those. And Sam, when it's done, I want you to kiss the bottom.
I'll make sure he does. I'll make sure.
Yeah, you put some glitter lipstick on and kiss the bottom.
Yeah.
You do that for me.
Some cherry lip gloss.
Oh, that's hot.
Sam will be also sending you that invoice.
Sam is also one of the coolest motherfuckers I know. So that's all.
They're fucking cool, bro.
Do you want him to kiss the bottom without pants or with pants on? I don't know if that's a preference anymore.
Just as long as he's holding it up, flexing a muscle. Bottom, I think.
There you go.
I think it's all good. I don't know if you remember years ago, one of the Lux for Life events. I think we had the Mau Mau's playing, but Lucky Hellcat raffled off one of her paintings of Lux.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
And the cool thing is to sell the tickets. I asked Sam and Eddie, Lucky Hellcat's brother, big old guys,
Wolverine,
to hold it up, and walk on stage with it.
Yeah, I remember that.
They were holding it up like two big fucking rock and roll goons protecting.
Rock and roll goons, I like that.
I like that.
By the way,
yeah, it looked cool because they were holding it up. Then the Avarda was on the mic or something saying tickets are only $2 or something. So it looked really, really cool.
It was awesome.
Hell yeah, that's
Thank you,
cool,
Edward.
man. Hell yeah, thank you.
By the way, really quick.
And actually, I know who won that painting too. My friend Ruben's wife, Amelia. And to this day, they have it hanging in their wall, like a little, kind of like
That's dope.
kind of like a tribute wall area to
Hell
the
yeah.
Cramps. So it's kind of cool.
Nice. Thank you.
By the way, the Pigs Radio Universe, we have Jesse out there says no pants. So the tolls are rising, guys, for no pants for Sam.
Oh my God.
I don't know why.
I mean, is he gonna have to go down stage to do that?
Like, do I like no pants? Like I'm pantsing?
well, you
like I'm
said,
getting tired?
you said the tolls are rising.
The tolls are rising, guys. It's not me. It's the Pigs Radio Universe speaking here.
I don't think it's the tolls that are rising. I think it's your pole that's rising.
That sounds about right.
All right, so don't forget, I want my Edward.
in the Obata, Lucky Hellcat. When it's done and it's all ready, don't worry, I got you covered. I'll pay you with Brando bucks.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That's like welfare money.
No.
You might as well pay with
It's
EBT.
better than that.
That's better.
than that.
Okay, that's a good investment.
Those are
right?
Elvis bucks. EBT.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
that's an excellent investment. Trust me, they will rise in stock
Fuck
in about
yeah.
666 years.
Dang. I'll still be there.
Brando Bucks now
Edward will still be here.
Brando Bucks now accepted only where Brandos are located. So
Yeah, only. Hey, but that's the trick of it all. It's accepted only when Brandos are only where Brandos are located.
Yeah.
But
At ATMs? Brando ATMs?
No. But here's the one that you're all supposed to jump in. It's accepted where Brandos are located. But the main question is, where's Brando?
Exactly. I have that pin still. It says "Where's Brando" or the sticker or something like that.
Yeah.
there was a pin for that.
Yeah, the sticker.
I have that sticker on my.
Yeah, I
on my
have that
case.
sticker actually.
Yeah, Brando's a good guy, man. I don't want to, I don't want to pick on him too much. He's a good guy.
No, he is a good guy. By the way, definitely not accepting Brando Bucks is the Diabolic show because Randy Diabolic just fucking showed up to the chat room. So what's up, Randy?
What's up, Randy?
What's
up, dude?
Tell Randy I said hello.
All right, Edward.
Congratulations! I think he's a father, right? He just had a baby or something.
Yeah, he's a daddy.
Who?
Congratulations,
Daddy.
Randy.
Oh shit! All right, right on. Good for him, Randy.
Go boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I want to take up the lines from all the callers calling in. I know it's lighting up, so I just wanted to say hello. I want that Bowie bust, the Elvis Bowie Ziggy Stardust bust.
You got
You
it.
guys all rock. Keep it up. It's fun. It's entertaining. I'm digging it.
Thank
Sam,
you.
I am.
Thank
Take
you.
off your pads.
Thank you, Edward.
All right, Edward. Thanks for calling in, sir.
All right, no problem, man.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
You too.
All right, bye.
Take care, everybody.
Much love, and you need to get on that Ziggy Stardust. I mean,
Dude,
that sounds
man.
fucking awesome.
Fucking cool.
Dude, I did do one before, but it was a Day of the Dead one. So I know he wanted a human one with the paint job.
Ooh,
Dude, it looks fucking beautiful.
nice.
Beautiful.
All right. On that note, thank you guys for coming down, hanging out with the pigs, spreading the knowledge, and letting us know you met Rey Mysterio. That's just fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Goes back to that. Go to their website, luckyhellcat,
.bigcartel.com.
and on Instagram.
Lucky_Hellcat.
There we go.
And then we can't leave without me taking off my pants.
Don't fucking take off your pants right now because you're on
Holy
camera.
shit.
Hold
He's
on.
gonna take him
Wait,
off.
wait. You don't have holes?
Is it on camera?
Wait, are you gonna show your booty or what?
No,
No, all right. So, yeah, right there. So, go ahead.
You're on camera.
Take them off.
Russia?
No! I'm mad at you now.
Teasing her like that.
Now everybody saw the goods. Why we're together for that long?
Goodies.
It's just a silhouette. Just a silhouette.
Just feed him. Just
The
feed 'em.
shadow.
It'll be all right.
You're gonna watch me eat because you're not getting dinner.
I think your brother,
You guys are into some
I think your
kinky
brother
shit, by
Eddie,
the way.
I think your brother Eddie has a crush on me because he keeps telling me to take my pants off.
It's because you have a tight
That's
booty.
kind of weird.
But it's
Is it a family affair thing going on here?
You tell us.
Yeah. I don't know. Just all I know is I gotta take my pants off all the time.
By the way, guess who just joined the conversation online? As soon as we're about to log out, the Badger's back on. What's up, Badgie Cakes?
Who is the Badger?
Apparently, she used to be the other co-host here. She used to run Pigs when she was here, and then she's no longer here. So she's
fuck
out.
you, Badger.
Fuck the Badger.
Badge.
On that note, thank you guys for coming down. Pigs
everything.
out. Wait.
Peace.
Yeah, get it right, Mario.
Yeah,
Fucking
that one,
fucking
yeah,
up,
yeah,
dude.
that one.
All of a sudden.
Hey, yo, DJ, stop the music. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Initiating shutdown sequence. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
This show may cause birth defects and/or cancer. Void where prohibited in the Southern Red States. Official sponsor of the Special Olympics. Not really. 2% financing available for nothing. See your official Toyota dealer for recall as penalty for not buying American. This show may cause massive amounts of marijuana consumption. This show has been a joint venture of cockballs and ass. Free salad tossing available upon request. Visit RobbertReese.com. Sexual relations among cousins is not incest.
Thank you.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.
With these big ass dead titties.